going fishing today. We're going fishing today.
Good morning, MFers. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day. Exciting day for me because I am at the lake. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Got up early this morning to get out and do some slaunch sticking. And also, one more exciting thing is I got this in the mail. It's been a little bit, let's not lie. I got my mystery tackle box pro box in the mail. So we're gonna do an unboxing right now, and just like last time, I'm gonna unbox it, then I'm gonna take it on the lake, hopefully catch some fish on these and show you guys how I would use the baits that came in my MTB pro box. Probably already know what mystery tackle box is, but if you don't, it's an awesome subscription service. I'm about to show you all the awesome baits that you can come to your house, come to your doorstep every single month. You probably haven't tried a lot of them, but chances are they're gonna be baits that are gonna catch a ton of fish for you. New customers, I actually just got my own promo code. So if you're a new customer, I'm gonna leave a link below. Go click that and type in the promo code MILK, which will save you $10 on your first box. So basically you're getting a free box just to try it out. You don't gotta sign up for a whole subscription. Just get one or two if you want to, just to try it out, but they're an awesome, awesome service. Let's unbox. Well, we don't get a whole lot of daylight and the wind is kind of ripping in off this lake. So hopefully you can hear what I'm saying, but let's get into unboxing this. So I'll take the card out. I can already tell there's some baits in here I'm very, very excited to try. So every single box comes with this card right here that says what is inside. We're going in order. All right, first one is the spinner beat by Bagley, a $7.99 spinner bait. This guy right here, really, really cool bait. Not a bait I'd throw a lot in the summer. This is Mr. Nighttime, Mr. Muddy Water, black with a big old Colorado blade. At any time it's muddy water in the spring, this guy is gonna shine. Or if you're a night fisherman, this guy right here is gonna be the juice. That retails at $7.99. Next bait is the River to Sea Spit and Wah. You know I love popping frogs, so I'm pumped to try this. I actually don't have any Spit and Wahs, don't have a whole lot of River to Sea products, so we're gonna get this guy out, get him tied on, and hopefully be able to take advantage of this top water bite before the sun gets up too high. But here he is, the Spit and Wah. Feels pretty soft, it's a nice smaller size, should cast well still. Pumped to throw that guy. MSRP on him is $10.49. Next one is the Boyd Duckett BDT top water. This guy right here retails at $7.99 it says. Looks like a nice little pencil popper, so it's kind of an elongated popper. That's good because you can work it like a popper and you can walk it. We'll see if it looks like it has good quality hooks and a feathered treble, which is always a nice feature on a popper. So we're gonna get this guy tied on. Next bait in here is the Punch Rig by Heavy Metal. So basically you got a slip sinker. This one is a 1/2 ounce tungsten slip sinker with a punch skirt. I'll tell you, I really, really like these. I'll tell you guys on the water why I like these so much, but that MSRP is $5.49 because it's a tungsten. It is a nice quality piece of metal. The tungsten's expensive. Awesome they included it in here. Next one up is the Wreckin' Craw by Ketchco. So this is MTB's own bait. This guy's super natural looking crawl. They said it's got some stank on. Oh yeah, definitely has a nice scent to it. Nice watermelon, white on the bottom, super, super natural. Hopefully we can catch some on this guy. The water's clean. I'm pretty positive we can get it done on this guy, but that's a really good shape. Next bait up is the Baby Rodent by Strike King. You know, I use a lot of Strike King plastics. This is one that I haven't ventured in a lot, but I love beaver baits. Beaver baits catch a ton of bass. There you have it. This is the little brother to the rodent. I know the rodent catches a ton of fish for those guys that use these baits. This is another guy we can tie up on that punch rig and get some bites today, hopefully. MSRP on those is $4.49. And it looks like we got a couple things left here. Next one is the Flippin' Hook by Zone Lock. Kind of a cool bend on this hook right here. It says no escape on it, so hopefully the fish will not escape. We're gonna tie a bait on there. It's a straight shank flipping hook. We'll see if that interesting 5/0 shape on that will keep the fish from coming off quite as easy. So that's a cool bait. Another one that'd be great for that little punch rig. Two more things on here. We got the pegs from Mystery Tackle Box, so they include their own bobber stoppers. Those look really high quality. I like the looks of those a lot. And then one more thing, got the old garlic scent. So we're gonna put some goo on our plastics and go catch some slaunches. Okay, here we go. All right, we are starting on this beautiful little grass line this morning. See if we can get a topwater bite with old Mr. Spittin' Wah. Cool thing about Mystery Tackle Box is this is a bait, you know I love popping frogs. This is a bait I've never even tried out. So this gives me an opportunity to try a new bait, and I'm super stoked about it. Let's get to catching some. Man, this lake is muddy, about the worst conditions you could possibly think of because this grass is all died off. So we might not catch any today, but hopefully I'll teach you a couple things about some cover to throw these baits in. Man, this grass is all dead right here. These are some terrible conditions. At least I see like bugs up moving around in this grass a little bit, so that gives me a little bit of an idea there's some sign of life, kind of, but not what you're looking for this time of year. You know, despite all this terrible conditions of the water, there is a bunch of bluegill moving around up there, so hopefully we can get some bites in this grass. A lot of bait fish activity out in the grass, out off the edge. So we're gonna pick up this Boyd Duckett topwater bait, see if I can't get a bite out here a little bit further off this grass edge. This bait is gonna, ooh, that was a good bass right there. Let's catch him. Bait actually walks really, really well. Has a nice sound to it. Kind of like this bait actually. Kind of pitched in these little grass holes. This bait definitely wants to walk, which is kind of cool. It has a nice little popping noise, nice spitting noise while it's walking. Perfect for calm water or clean water is when this guy's really gonna shine. I can tell just by throwing it. And of course, where I'm throwing it. We don't have clean water and it's not very calm right here. So that's great. It does cast very well though, despite being a smaller, more subtle bait. Ah, we got some trees coming up right here. This standing timber, money spot to pitch this little slipping rig. People call it the slither rig a lot of times, and since the water is off colored, we're gonna hit them with a little bit of dyes. All right, so now I'll get some nice chartreuse on there, just like the bluegills in here got. Make it stand out a little bit in this muddy water. Let's get to flipping. Nothing in the wood, but just a quick tip with these guys, this is only a 1/2 ounce, so it's not gonna punch through anything that's heavy really at all. But that slip skirt that's already built on there is absolutely awesome for getting your bait through the grass better. If you watch me punch grass and flip grass, I will almost 100% of the time have a punch skirt tied on there, and this comes with the skirt already on it. And the reason for that is even in this nasty stuff right here, your bait just doesn't get bogged down in the grass. It comes right through the grass. So it's an awesome way you can more effectively present your bait in there, you know, without having to come back every single cast with a whole bunch of grass on your bait. Even in this scummy stuff here, I can flip this slip rig right through all that and I got nothing. What I'm gonna do now though is try to get back there and make a long cast of that duckweed. You know how I feel about the duckweeds. Well folks, it's pretty tough out here, eh? We're gonna try some of this outside grass line. Always a good time, a good place to throw the popping frog. Especially because I've seen some activities, some bait fish getting blown around, which is bluegills in here. If I can't pick one up on the old popper / walker / pencil bait thinger. Now, if you lived anywhere with schooling fish, I would think this guy would be just money. I mean, look at this. When you hit it, it makes a loud chick, it shoots some water, and it walks real wide side to side. So anyone in clean water highland reservoir type lakes with a lot of schooling fish, this guy is going to be the ticket. Well, gotta do it. Gotta pick up Mr. Black spinnerbait. I was telling you guys this would be an awesome bait for whenever it's night fishing conditions or in the spring when it's really muddy water. Well, this morning actually isn't bad conditions for it at all. They've got some wind going. All this water's super muddy. The grass is dead, but I think there might be some fish up in the grass because there probably ain't much of a deep bite with this muddy water. So this is another good time to throw this black spinnerbait. Let's see if we can make something happen with it. This spinnerbait, I can cover some water and I guess see if there's anything anywhere else, because it's not happening anywhere I've been so far. The reason this is so good in muddy water is it's got this big Colorado blade on it. Colorado blade puts out more thump than a willow blade. It keeps the bait up higher in the water column, up shallow too. And then the black color really stands out as well. It's got some purple flake in there too. Always good to have a little bit of flake of a different color. Let's see if we can catch a fish on it. I know everyone's been talking about using this punch craw, this Reckon craw, this new bait from Ketchco on a punch rig, and it's great for that. It's good. It's really a good punch bait, natural craw color. Everything about this would be good as a punch bait or a Texas rig bait. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put them on the back of this jig and kind of drag them around some of these rocks. We've got some tougher conditions, but I wanna show you guys how this can be a good jig trailer. So we're gonna take off about 3/4 of an inch of that plastic, and then we're just gonna thread them on there like you do any other jig trailer. Throw a little dab of super glue on there. Slide them on up. Look at that sexy little craw bait on the back of a jig. Let's see if we can get some bites on this jig right here. Beautiful water conditions. You can see down like a whole 3 inches. Total poop water. Perfect. Any type of shallow main lake rock like this time of year, when these fish, when the water gets terrible, you know, we've had a ton of algae in the water lately. We've got a ton of muddy water here today because that grass died off. Probably got a bunch of algae in the water too. Those fish tend to go shallow, but they don't want to get in that muddy, dying grass. So whenever you can find any type of shallow, even man-made cover, we got a ton of man-made cover on our lakes, like this jetty right here. If you had any type of brush piles like we've been fishing and we're catching a ton of fish in there, unfortunately there's not any in this lake. We'll be able to catch some in it if there was some shallow man-made brush. But anything you can find up shallow that's not that dying off grass, you got a lot better chance of getting some bites in these tough conditions like this. Well, instead of giving up, I'm just gonna change the scenery a little bit. This is a whole nother part of the lake back here, and the water already looks a little bit cleaner, which I really like. You know, if you're ever in a situation where you got a bunch of really tough conditions, there's almost always somewhere you can get away on a lake that has some different conditions. So things look a little cleaner back here. Hopefully that's gonna be the ticket. Pull out Mr. Poppin' Frog, see if I can't catch one here in this little canal. Come on, please be fish back here. Please cooperate, fish. Makes total sense. You come back to the area with super shallow water when it's muddy water already, and the water's cleaner. Now it doesn't make sense, but whatever. I want to try to catch fish. Oh, finally a blow up on the frog. All right, I like it back here. That's a good sign. He just totally missed it. So let's see if he'll come back. Ah, dang it. Twice now. I think he felt me that time. I don't get it. I opened these hooks up. There we go. It's actually a pretty solid little fish. All right, got one on the Poppin' Frog. That's a pretty good one, actually, a 2-pounder. Look at that. Freaking choked it. I'd say he might have wanted that one. Awesome. Got a fish. Look, he got the top of him chopped off. Damn. Well, get you back in the lake. Yes, I caught a fish today. I don't suck that. I do kind of suck, but anyway. Fish on the Poppin' Frog. He was kind of in this scattered grass. There's a couple different types of grass mixed together, and that's where he was at. So I'm gonna keep throwing a topwater around for a little bit longer, and then maybe once we get down to them trees, hopefully we'll be able to flip one up. That's a start. Makes me feel a lot better about things. Okay, it's timber flipping time with the rodent on the punch skirt. Yeah, you can flip this stuff into trees. Don't be afraid to do that. It ain't just for grass. And guess what? If there's some grass mixed in, great. You can get through it now. Get out of there. There we go. Nice. Look how dark that dude is. Like I said, flipping the old punch rig into trees. All right, so we got fish on 2 of the rigs. Like I said, good place to flip this, even though it's not grass. Let's get this guy back in the water. Even though it's not grass, it still presents a nice jig profile, which I really like about these slip sinker rigs. I know guys actually that don't even throw jigs anymore. They just throw the punch rig every single time. So let's keep flipping this stuff right here, see if we can't get a couple more bites. So I changed my mind. Here's what we're gonna do. Since we know the beaver works and I catch a million fish on those, let's flip this guy around a little bit in these trees, see if we can't get one on the old wrecking crawl. I don't know about this hook design. This is interesting. Pen that one for sure. So maybe this new trapper hook design is the ticket, but who knows? Only time will tell, I suppose. There actually is a bunch of grass mixed in, so this is like seriously perfect for this little punch rig. Ideally with this watercolor I would be flipping something black and blue, but this Okeechobee craw skirt and the watermelon craw actually aren't a terrible idea with as tough as the conditions are. A lot of times tougher conditions call for more natural colors, even if it doesn't make any sense. I was fishing with Flair a couple days ago actually. I'm sure you saw that video, you're gonna see it. And he was actually whacking them in the muddy water on a green pumpkin color. So they will eat the natural colors in muddy water. It's just not what I prefer to throw, because I like to catch the dumb ones. Oh, that guy ate it when I was reeling it in. Damn it. That guy ate the old wrecking craw as I was reeling it. And that's something I actually just noticed with this bait. These claws actually do flap a little bit, which is gonna be sweet when you have a heavy punch rig. After that thing punches through that mat, and this nice shape will get through that mat easy, it's awesome to have that flap. The flapping arms definitely can call them in. It's just more natural to them. They see those arms really flapping. I'm gonna tie this thing actually on a swim jig here in a second. See if I can't catch one like that. I think that'll be absolutely perfect to throw on a swim jig. First I want to catch a 17-pounder out of these trees though. Oh, just had one come out and get this swim jig with this craw on the back of it. I knew it would work. Should have had it though. He just popped out right at the last second, right when I lifted it up. I'm just paralleling this grass line right here. It's a little bit better water quality than I've seen the rest of the lake, so I thought I could get one, and it happened. He must have just popped out and grabbed the back of the claw though, because he didn't get hooked. Well, just got off the water, and obviously the bite was not fire. We did end up getting bit on everything in the mystery tackle box, except I think like the spinnerbait and the pencil popper, so it was good to catch some fish. It was awesome to try some new baits as always, but obviously I just wasn't on my game this morning, and the conditions didn't help either. You probably can't hear anything I'm saying because of all this terrible wind, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a little giveaway. I'm gonna give away this box of baits. Everything that I just used in the video could be yours. The way for you to win that is to just go ahead and leave a comment down below on this video. That's all you gotta do. I'll do a random comment generator, and at 9 p.m. Central Time tonight, when this video goes out, I'm gonna post a comment, my top comment. I'm gonna pin the comment, leave it on the top of the winner. Just get in touch with me via Instagram, YouTube Messenger, Facebook Messenger, whatever you gotta do. Hit me up, let me know that you were the winner, give me your address and everything, and I will get this box sent out to you. You know, like I said, go check out Mystery Tackle Box. There's a link down below. Use MILK, M-I-L-K, to save $10 off your first box. It's awesome. It's like Christmas every month, and it's great for new anglers as well. So you can get them hooked on it, get them a bunch of new baits. My son loves his. He loves going through these every month. And you can try out a bunch of stuff you've never seen before or never tried before. It's a great opportunity to do that and catch more fish like I just did, even though the conditions sucked. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this. I will catch you tomorrow or in 2 days. I'm out of here. Peace.
Look, I woke up in beast mode with my girl that's Beauty and the Beast though. Been top 5, these niggas sleep though. Only thing that sold out is the deceased though. Never sold my soul, never enough. Out there you stand before me and I respect my authority. If you my glory.